So members, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Udong Charles. I will be taking you this time around through what we call search strategy. So without wasting time, let me go to my Safetify. With that, you'll be following what I'll be taking you through about such strategy. So I've saved my work in PowerPoint, as you can see. Yeah, so I'll be taking you through such strategy today. I'll take you through the definition and the components of such strategy as stated from here. So let's go straight to the definition so that you don't start wondering what am I talking about. So such strategies is basically a method or plan that is used to symmetrically find relevant information based on a particular topic or area of study. So in simple terms, I'll put it as a plan symmetrically used to get relevant information based on a particular topic. So this is just a summary of the definition. So that is basically what we call such strategy, because in when you're doing research work, you have to plan symmetrically on how to get your information, and the information you're getting must be relevant and based to the area of study. So that is basically such strategy. So we are now going to the second part, that is components of such strategy. So when you're carrying out such strategy, or when you're carrying out your research work or your coursework, there must be components you must have when you're doing research work, when you're doing coursework. So one of the things is you have to identify the key concepts of your area of study or of your research work. These key concepts guide the person who is reading your work or who is assessing your work. So one of the things is you have to identify the key concepts. So that is basically one. And the second one is selection of such terms. Such terms can be like you get topics of your area of study, phrases, the keywords. You can also get some of the terminologies. Perhaps you can be, let me give you like an example of like climate change. Climate change can be also like global warming, maybe climate variability, depending on the areas you have chosen. So that is basically selection of such terms. And we have another one, that is blowing operators. Blowing operators are like almost joining words. This one help you to construct a better sentence when you're doing your search strategy. So blowing operators can mean like words like and, or, not. They're actually joining words. They actually join you to phrase one sentence. So that is basically for blowing operators. Then we have truncation and wildcards. Truncation, actually this ones help us to retrieve the ending of words. Then wildcards are actually the ones we use to address spelling variation, so spelling errors. So truncation help us to retrieve, then wildcards help us actually to address spelling variations. So that is basically for truncation and wildcards. Then we have phrase searching. Phrase searching is actually when you quote, maybe when you're rephrasing an author's work. So you have to, when you're doing phrase searching, you have to quote, meaning you have to put quotation marks to give reference to the author. Then we have filters and limits. Filters and limits are actually based on criteria such as publication date, languages, maybe such type, and geographical region. That is basically for filters and limits. Then we have database selection. Database selection is actually where you can get your information from various books, because various books give different understanding based on the area of study. So that is basically database selection. So all these are important in your search strategy. Then iterative process. After you've done all this, you have to keep repeating until your work is to perfect. So that is actually what iterative process does. So you have to keep repeating until you find out there are no errors in your work, in your research work, in your coursework. So it's not a matter of one day process that everything you're done within one day, but you have to keep seeing, like, repeating it for some time so that you find that your research work is actually good. So this is basically components of such strategy, as I was telling you. So with that, thank you for watching for today. Next time I'm going to take you through more details on such strategy. Please keep liking, commenting, and please do share with others so that they learn from the knowledge. Thank you so much. Bye bye.